some important topics about the different ecosystems. For example, food chain, next food web, ecological, pyramid, ecological pyramid. Like this, we discuss some important topics. Next, other one, important one, activity. Let us do an activity. What is the aim of this activity? What is the aim of this activity? Their main aim is to collect the information about information about structure and functions of blood tissue. Functions of blood tissue. This is the aim of this activity. This is the aim of this activity. Now procedure. Procedure is first you have to consult a doctor and collect complete information about the structure and functions of the blood. Structure and functions of the blood. Then you have to prepare a short bulletin on the information of the blood, and you have to display that information in your class. Listen carefully. In this activity, you have to consult a doctor, then you have to collect the information about the structure and functions of the blood. Then you have to form information bulletin or information of blood. Are understanding? This is important activity. By this activity, we can collect the information and we can display the information of structure and functions of the blood. Are understanding? Okay. Observe, this is simple activity. Next, another fluid connective tissue, that is limb. Blood, already we discussed it. It is a liquid, a fluid connective tissue. Now another fluid connective tissue is limb. Like blood, limb also transports in our body through some specialized tube or canal-like structure. They are called usually lymph vessels. They are called usually lymph vessels. You know, blood moves in blood vessels. Here, lymph transports through the lymph vessels. Lymph vessels, these are similar to the veins of the blood circulatory system. Veins of blood circulatory system. Understanding? Lymph vessels. Here in lymph vessels, we can observe walls. You know, already discussed about it. In veins of blood circulatory system or in veins, walls are present, but in arteries, walls are absent. Here in lymph vessels also, walls are present. Means lymph vessels are similar to the veins, similar to veins of the blood circulatory system. Here all lymph vessels collectively form, listen carefully here, all lymph vessels collectively form a system that is lymphatic system. That is lymphatic system. Understanding? Here, what is the function of this lymphatic system? What is the function? Actually, tissue fluid. Listen carefully. Tissue fluid present or tissue fluid remained in tissue. Tissue fluid remained in tissue. They are collected and transported into the venous system or vein or vein. This is the main function of the lymphatic system. What is the function? Tissue fluid remained in tissue. They are collected and transported into the venous system or vein. Okay, by lymphatic system. The main function here. When we observe the lymphatic system, here and there, node-like structures are present. These node-like structures are called lymph nodes. What? Lymph node. At lymph node, lymphocytes, important blood vessels, white blood cells, they are usually lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are synthesized at lymph node. You know, lymphocytes play very important role in defense mechanism or body defense mechanism or in immune system. They are usually on type of white blood cell. Already we discussed about it. White blood cell. In white blood cells, agranulocytes or agranulocytes. Agranulocytes are two types again. The lymphocytes, next monocytes. Lymphocytes and monocytes. Observe carefully. Lymphocytes and monocytes. These two types of blood cells, they move like amoeba. They move like amoeba and they destroy. First, they engulf the foreign materials or unwanted materials. Then they destroy them completely. Understanding? This destroy them completely. This is the main function here. And another function of the lymphatic system is it collects the digested fats or fatty acids and glycerols from the digestive system. Usually fatty acids and glycerols they are collected from the digestive system by lymphatic system. This is another important function. First function is collection of the tissue fluid from the tissues of body, understanding, and transported and tissue fluid are transported into the venous system or veins by the system, lymphatic system. This is the main function. Next, another function, lymphocytes. They are involved in body defense mechanism. They are involved in body defense mechanism. Okay. Next, another important function. These are two important. Next function is collection of the fatty acids and glycerol are end products of the fat. Listen carefully. This is the third function of the lymphatic system. Like this, lymphatic system containing the lymph vessels, number of lymph vessels. It is present throughout the human body. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. This is important function. This is about the lymph vessels, and other important information about the lymph. Okay, observe one. This is the second type of the fluid connective tissue. First one is blood. Second one is lymph. This is colorless. Actually, blood is red in color. In some organisms, blue. In some organisms, white color. Here, lymph is usually colorless. Colorless fluid or colorless connective tissue it is. Lymph. Okay. Next. Next, this is about the connective tissue. We have discussed different types of connective tissue. For example, areolar tissue, adipose tissue, bone tissue, cartilage tissue, tendon, ligament, blood, lymph. These are important connective tissues in animals. Second type of tissue, connective tissue. First one, epithelial tissue. Second one, connective tissue. Now, let us discuss about third type of animal tissue. They are muscle tissue. They are muscle tissue or muscular tissue. Muscle tissue or muscular tissue. Let's discuss about this third type of animal tissue. What are the characteristic features of muscle tissue? Muscle tissue, they play a very important role in movement of the body. Movement of the body means it is also called as locomotion. Locomotion and movement of the body parts, different body parts. For example, leg, hand, or any other part. For example, eye. Movement of the eyeball, rotation of the eyeball. Next to expansion of the iris present inside of the eye. Next to movement of the hand, movement of the leg. Next movement of the diaphragm present below the lung. Different types of movement. All movements of the body parts and locomotion of organism these are completely dependent on the muscular tissue. They're completely dependent on muscular tissue. When we observe the muscular tissue, we can observe a very important characteristic feature, that is they have some special protein. They have some special protein. They are called contractile protein. What? Contractile protein. What is the importance of this contractile protein? Due to presence of this contractile protein, muscle cells can contract and relax. Means muscle cells can show the contraction and relaxation. Listen carefully. Contraction and relaxation. If there is no, or if there are no contractions and relaxations of the muscle tissue or muscle cells, movements and locomotion, they cannot occur. These type of activity are not occurred if there are no contractions and relaxations. Listen carefully here. To show the contractions and relaxation, muscle cells or muscle tissue should have the contractile protein. Means complete movement and locomotion, they are dependent on the contractile proteins of the muscle. Are you understanding? Okay, observe carefully. Observe, don't confuse. Next, what are the components of muscle tissue? You know, tissue means group of cells. Tissue means group of cells. Here we are discussing about the muscle tissue. Muscle tissue means here number of cells are present. Which type of cells? Actually muscle cells. Actually muscle cells. Muscle tissue is made up of muscle cells or muscle fiber. Muscle fiber. Understanding? There are different types of muscle cells. Next, observe, muscle cells are grouped and form the muscular tissue. Understanding? Observe carefully. Next, study of muscle. Next, study of muscle is called myology. Is called myology. Understanding? Observe carefully. These are important points about the muscle tissue. Next, when we observe the function of the muscle tissue, we should appreciate the muscles present in our body. Let us discuss about one of the functions of muscle tissue. You know, during the winter season, we feel very cold condition around our body and we shiver. We shiver. What is the reason for the shivering? Usually, to maintain the body temperature constant. To maintain the body temperature constant, our muscle cells perform the respiration process. Our muscle cells perform the respiration process. In that condition, rate of the respiration in muscle cells is very high, means maximum. Rate of the respiration in muscle cells during the winter season is maximum because more heat is lost from our body continuously. To supply the or to fulfill the lost heat in our body, muscle cells should perform maximum respiration. Understanding? That is why rate of the respiration is maximum in muscle cells during the winter season. By performing the maximum respiration, they supply the more and more heat to our body and they help in maintaining the constant body temperature. Okay, means they contract and relax, or they show contractions and relaxation very fast. Due to contractions and relaxations of the muscles, our body shivers. Our body shivers. This is important one here. Remember. Okay. Means to maintain the body temperature, muscle tissue helps. Okay. This is very important function. One of the functions of the muscle tissue. Are you understanding? Okay. Now, let us discuss about the types of muscle tissue. Types of the muscle cells. Already I told you, muscle cells there are different types of muscle cells in muscle tissue. Already I told you. Mainly 3 types of muscle cells are present. How many types? 3 types. First type of muscle cells are striated muscle. Striated muscle cells. Next, second one, non-striated muscle cells. Next, third type, cardiac muscle. cardiac muscles. Observe carefully. That here striated muscle cells are very long one, long tube-like structure. Long tube-like structure. Next, usually they have light and dark band. Listen carefully. They have light and dark alternate band. These are called usually striated. These are usually called as striated or band. Alternate band. Due to presence of these alternate bands of striations, these are called striated muscles or stripped muscles. Are you understanding? Next, here they have the number of nuclei. Each and every striated muscle cell has number of nuclei. Means more than one nuclei. This type of condition is called multinucleate condition. Multinucleate condition. Remember, important characteristic feature of this striated muscle. Next, striated muscles are in our conscious effect. Means we can control the activity of the striated muscles. We can control. If we want to move the striated muscle, we can move that. Understanding? Means they are controlled by our conscious effect or our brain. That is why they are called voluntary muscles. They are called voluntary muscles. Listen carefully. Voluntary muscles means their control is under our conscious effect. Those type of muscles are called voluntary muscles. Striated muscles are voluntary muscles. Next, usually they are attached to the skeleton. They are attached to skeleton of the body. Means skeletal system. Okay. Or skeletal system or skeleton of the body. or they are attached to the bone. That is why striated muscles are also called skeletal muscles. Also called as skeletal muscle. Observe carefully. Are you understanding? Next, location of the striated muscle. Locations actually they are present as biceps of the hand, triceps of the hand, next to thigh muscle. Understanding what? Thigh muscle. These all are the striated muscles. We can control these type of muscles. For example, if we want to move this hand, we can move this hand because here biceps and triceps, these are made up of the striated muscles. Are you understanding? These are important characteristic features. And another important characteristic feature is branches are absent. These are long tube-like structures, but they are unbranched ones. They are unbranched. All long tube-like unbranched striated muscle cells are grouped into the bundle, then form the striated muscle. Are you understanding? Okay, these are the important characteristic features of striated muscle. Observe one. Next, second type of muscle, non-striated muscle. Non-striated muscle. Okay, here cells are in spindle shape. Cells are in spindle shape, not long tube-like structure. These are spindle shaped cells. Next, all cells are surrounded by plasma membrane. Okay, plasma membrane usually. This is called sarcolemma. Next, non-striated muscle. They have only one nuclei, one nucleus. Each non-striated muscle contains only one nucleus. That is why this type of condition is called uninucleate condition. Uninucleate condition. Next, dark and light alternate bands are absent. Striations are absent in this muscle. That is why these are called non-striated muscle or smooth muscle or smooth muscle. This is important, remember. Non-striated muscles are smooth muscles. Next, these are not under our conscious effect. Means we cannot control the function of these smooth muscles by our conscious effect. These are not under our conscious effect. That is why these are called involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles. Okay, what is the location of the non-striated muscle? Internal organ. Internal organs are made up of the involuntary muscles or non-striated muscles. For example, wall of the blood vessel. Wall of the blood vessel. Understanding what? Wall of the blood vessel. Next, walls of the uterus or ureter. Ureter. Walls of the ureter. Next, wall of the uterus. Uterus wall. It is also made up of one type of smooth muscle. Next, walls of the esophagus. Esophagus means food pipe. Esophagus means food pipe. Next, wall of the stomach. Wall of the stomach. Walls of the small and large intestine. Next, diaphragm of the respiratory system, important, remember. What? Diaphragm. These all are made up of the non-stated muscles. These all are made up of the non-stated muscles. Understanding? Next, another characteristic feature is these are unbranched valves. These all are important characteristic features of non-stated muscle. Observe one. Next, third type of muscles are cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscles have two types of characters. Means some characters of the striated muscle and some characters of the non-striated muscle. For example, these muscles they have long tube-like structure and they are branched ones. Remember, branched muscle cells are present here. Next, striations are dark and light alternate bands are present here like this. Observe carefully. And each muscle cell has only one nucleus. That is why it is called uninucleate condition. Means uninucleate condition is present here. They are not under our conscious effect. That is why these are involuntary. They are involuntary muscles. Understanding? Uninucleate condition. Striations are present here. Striations, alternate bands, and involuntary. Here observe, uninucleate condition is a character of the non-striated muscle. Striations, presence of striations, this is the character of the striated muscle. Involuntary characteristic feature is the characteristic feature of the non-striated muscle. Understanding? Long tube-like structure. This is the character of the striated muscle. Understanding? Means cardiac muscles have some characters of the striated muscles and some characters of the non-striated muscles. Understanding? Okay, what is the location? Location of the cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are present in heart. Means heart is made up of the cardiac muscle. This is a special type of muscle cells. Understanding? Entire heart or functioning of the heart is dependent on the cardiac muscle. Are understanding? Observe carefully. These are the characteristic features of the cardiac muscle.